morning.
Good morning.
This is one of Jeremy's chemo weeks is what we usually call it.
Round 4.
Number 4. So this is, usually he has it on Monday, but because of Memorial Day, they moved it to Tuesday. So we're heading up there right now. This is what we would usually call his infusion day. It's around 45 minutes drive, unless you're Jeremy, a lot shorter.
You're on a Dodge Charger.
And so we go up there, and the first thing we do is we meet with one of the doctors and go over his blood work from the previous Friday. He goes up and gets his blood work the Friday before. So that's what we're heading up to do now. But first we're gonna go get some coffee.
Morning.
How you doing?
Doing good. Day number, round number 4.
Oh.
Chemo, so.
How you doing?
I don't know, doing better than they tell me I'm supposed to be. So.
Why would you stay positive?
Yeah, that's the key. But I want to do a blended polar bear. Sugar-free coffee. What do you want?
I want a Carmelo hot.
Carmelo hot.
Sugar-free.
Sugar-free.
Full large.
Yeah.
We made it to Rocky Mountain Oncology. That's where he has all his treatments. So we're gonna go in now, meet with the doctor, and find out the results of his blood work. So
an infusion.
Then he sits for how long do you usually sit?
8 hours of infusion, and then they'll put me on a chemo bag for 46 hours.
Yep. So we're
Chemo
praying.
pump bag.
Good news today. That's what we want. Good news. Waiting for the doctor to come in to get blood results. Jeremy's pretty nervous, but we're praying for good results.
We've had a lot of good results. Just
yeah.
praying to keep going.
We want those tumor markers to go down, down, down. So we will share more on that later. I just left Jeremy in there for his chemo. He'll be in there for like 8 to 9 hours. Because of the COVID restrictions, I can't sit in there with him, so I just usually spend the day running errands, window shopping, just spend some time for myself. But we got really good results today. I'll let him share that when I pick him up later. But for now, I'm just gonna go hit up some stores and just have a day to myself. Here he comes.
Okay.
Hey.
Hey. Not round 4. Half of round 4 done. Well, I guess 8 hours of round 4.
How was your day?
They had to give me that drug. I can't remember what it's called, but the port was a little rough, and so they had to administer this drug through the port, and then it opened it right up. But side effects of the drug can make you crampy, which I've had, makes you sweat, which I had, makes you sick feeling, which I had, and it makes you tired, which I'm experiencing right now. But other than that, still very excited about the cancer numbers, because I mean,
I didn't tell them about the cancer numbers.
Oh, they're really good.
I waited because I wanted you to say.
Oh, so overall my cancer numbers have dropped from 2,500 to 148 after 3 rounds of chemo. So,
which the doctor said it looks like every time you have a chemo it cuts it in half.
So we're expecting 70 something next time. But everybody in there told me that was amazing. That's above average. So I'm good to go there. Yeah, I asked Cassidy. Cassidy's my chemo nurse. I did ask her about what Dr. Matt said. And she said a lot of young people, when their numbers get low like mine, they quit treatment. and you're not done with it. And so she was saying he was a little afraid that I was going to quit treatment. And so that's why he was talking the way he was. And I was like, no, because
we're not quitters.
He said we're at the beginning, and so we got to understand this is going to be a long haul. Long haul for him is 6 months. So yeah, I explained to him that I'm not quitting. He's the doctor. He's got me this far, and I trust him. He said he could get me to remission, and I'm very confident that he can do that now. So yeah, I'm going to do whatever he says, even if my numbers are 0. I'm still going to do what he says, because he's the doctor.
He said he wants to get you down to 4.
Yeah, well, because everybody, and this is something we learned too, everybody has a trace amount of cancer markers in their system, like 1 to 5 or whatever. So we're going for 4. And he also said that he was expecting great results from the PET scan. And so my PET scan will be July 8th, and it's going to be good. So far everything's going good, going right. Yeah.
What do you want to do right now?
I want you to drive the car. I want to sleep, because I'm like exhausted. It was hard to sleep in there because you're so hot, but then when somebody walks by, you get like a cold, like a gust, and it wakes you right up, so because the nurses, when they're mixing chemo, they got to have an extra layer of protection, this gown thing, when they walk by you, it I don't know,
brings a gust of air.
Yeah, plus my chair was right next to the nurse desk, and so it was a little hard to sleep with.
I know, and they let me come say hi to you.
Yes, that's right, they did. It threw me off. I was in the middle of whatever, and I look up, and it's my wife, and I know it's my wife, but she's not
supposed to be in there.
Not supposed to be, but it was out of place, what
yeah,
I mean?
I'm not supposed to go back there.
But it was just very threw me off, because I'm like, that's my wife. That's my wife. So thank you for Qdoba's too. I could only eat half of it. I only drank 1 bottle of water today. I had to get more water in, but I also had tons of fluids pumped. They threw me through the IV.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing I've eaten today was those Qdoba chips, some of them, and half of the quesadilla.
Tell everyone really quick what this is.
Okay, so this right here is my chemo pump. So I wear this for 46 hours. So it'll come off Thursday afternoon around 3 o'clock.
It's attached up into his port.
So you can't, I don't know if you're going to see it, but it's attached right there. And this is the port they surgically installed, and they draw my blood through it. They administer the infusion chemo, and then they have the pump attached to it. It's easier than doing a PICC line or just going into the veins. It's they don't have to try to hit a vein. They can just put the needle right in the middle of the 3 dots. I can't show them to you right now, obviously, but they put them in there and good to go.
Yep. So that's gonna be your friend for the next couple hours.
It's getting easier, I mean, I don't.
And
care.
then we come back up here on Thursday to get it removed. So
and they switched my blood draw to Monday mornings when I do chemo.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
saves us an extra trip.
And that was their thought process there, because we're not going to the other place to try.
Got you a Lily's chocolate bar.
I want to eat it, but my appetite's so shot.
Did they say no on the medicine?
No, I took a 1, and then she gave me a shot to help with cramps, which is starting to help.
Okay.
Cramps and the sicky feeling, so I still got a little bit of sickness feeling right here.
And let's get you home.
She said that was from the shot, though. I had all the potential side effects from the 1 shot to open up the port.
Well, you haven't gotten anything else other than a little bit of thinning of hair, so.
No, yeah,
You've had no chemo side effects.
I fully understand my circumstances, but like they told us today, one of the best things that you can do when you're going through cancer, when you're going through chemo treatment, is stay active, get your heart flowing, pumping. I still go to the gym. I got a personal trainer helping me, and I still go to the gym when she's not available. Just because they said, I'm trying to remember how she worded
it. Okay, so what she said was a lot of people, they'll get their first chemo and they'll feel sick.
Yep.
When you did the first one, and she said, and then they just kind of not give up, but they just are like, oh, I'm sick, and then they quit moving.
Yeah.
And she said, then it doesn't have the time to get out of their system before their next chemo. But if you keep moving and being active, it
breaks down the side effect issues in the body and helps you feel better.
So you're not getting as fatigued or sick or all that because you're moving so much. She says it's flushing it out of your body quicker so it's not compounding on top of each other every treatment you have. How's neuropathy right now?
It's not too bad. It's not too
Your
bad.
hands were freezing when you grabbed my hand.
Oh, sorry. It's my heart. It's taking
Well, you
off the
said you
warmth.
were really hot in there, but you're really cold.
Yeah, and and the other thing too is like I kept getting like red marks when I'd hold across my legs or have my arm on the table. But that all stopped the last half hour or so. So the one nurse said she just wanted to monitor it, but then it was ready to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, put your chair back, take a nap. I'll drive you home. Get a 45-minute nap.
That's a great idea, love.
All right. I have to stop at the gas station.
Bye, YouTubes.